Y'all heard a bunch of speeches that were right on point and basically explains everything about the particular movement that we're discussing for animals and intersectionality. We talked about racism. We talked about sexism. That the reality is we don't have to just choose one, right? How many of us just choose one movement and just focus on one movement? Raise your hand. How many of us believe in intersectionality and understand that, there's a lot of correlation with oppression, whether it be oppression just in terms of just getting around. A lot of times I have issues. When I was fighting, I had to run around, obviously in sweats, and I might be stopped by the police often. At that very same time, I was still advocating for the animals. I don't think you could do one and not the other. I don't think it was difficult to focus on one and understand another issue, whether it be trans or other queer folks as well. So I don't want to take too long. I do want to let you know that I'm organizing Black VegFest with other awesome organizers. There's some folks that are going to be a part of it. That's going to be happening in Brooklyn, in Weeksville. Weeksville is part of Crown Heights. It's a historically Black community developed in 1870. And so I would like for you to come out and understand and hear the issues. We will have dozens of panels, of conversations, workshops, also performances. All the performances are free, so definitely come. I don't care what anyone says. Go ahead and bring your animal. If you have pets, right? So just let them come through and enjoy some vegan food. Understand that we don't have to just stop at one issue. We can actually go on and on, right? We can understand them. It doesn't, even if you don't understand the issue, even if you've not been in my shoes, before, take my word, for it, right? Even if you love something so much, like the taste of what chicken used to taste like, days have changed, right? When you can literally go and get a sandwich and it might taste exactly like that. In 2019, it's very different. And the argument against veganism actually should not exist. And so that's really the basis. Whether we're talking about for our gut or we're talking about the planet or the animals, any way that you come into this particular movement is fine, because it's a transition of understanding. As long as you keep an open mind for that information, and you understand that people deserve the right to exist, that animals deserve the right to exist, then there's not going to be an issue with any type of principles that at least that we hold or you hold dear. No one is trampling on anyone's rights. So we're talking about human rights, but we're also talking about the living rights, right? So if y'all have any flyers, if y'all have any a need for flyers, I want to make sure I put that into your hands for Black VegFest and please support.